Welcome and thank you for joining us for an introductory tour of Perform, a new innovative approach to organizational performance improvement. Perform was developed by Beryl Levinger and Meg Kinghorn, independent consultants with support from the Momentum Knowledge Accelerator, a USAID-funded initiative. In this video, we'll explore the main features and benefits of the Perform system. First, let's talk about who should use Perform. Perform is designed to support local non-governmental organizations seeking to improve their performance. The ideal user wants to achieve sustainable gains while promoting a culture of organizational learning. What makes this system special? Perform distinguishes itself by placing the user organization at the center of the performance strengthening process, putting those who know the organization best, the people who work there, in the driver's seat. The user's vision, goal setting, analysis, and planning drive the process, not some externally created definition of progress or success. This approach helps the organization set realistic, grounded goals that are both achievable and sustainable. How does it work? A key feature of Perform is deep discussion and analysis of the why of organizational performance. What factors drive exemplary performance? Where can assets be harnessed to achieve performance gains? With Perform, organizations do not merely rate their performance. Instead, they conduct evidence-based explorations of critical practices, gaining insights that can spark real, lasting change. Perform is built around a research-validated framework that aligns with USAID's localization policy and its capacity strengthening principles. The Perform system marks a departure from traditional organizational strengthening frameworks by focusing on organizational performance, what the organization actually does, rather than latent capacity, what it could do with the strengths, skills, resources, and knowledge it has on hand. Perform's strength lies in the tight connection it creates between performance assessment and performance improvement. This connection is supported through the rigorous monitoring of performance improvement plans that include clearly defined metrics. The result? Because Perform so carefully links assessment to improvement, organizational performance improves and gains are sustained. So, why would an organization choose Perform? Let's explore some of the main benefits of this unique system. First, Perform shifts the power and performance strengthening efforts to the organizations themselves. It asks an organization to set its own performance goals and metrics and gather its own evidence. The system ensures that an organization's capacity strengthening efforts are relevant and closely aligned with local priorities. Perform also supports customization to fit unique user requirements. Next, Perform promotes ongoing learning and prepares users to engage in ongoing self-directed improvement. Perform discussions foster a culture of openness, inquiry, and innovation. Perform's data visualization stimulate analysis and discussion while helping users identify the assets they can harness for the next round of improvements. Through the ongoing monitoring and planning cycles, Perform's organizational users become more resilient and adaptive. In addition, Perform promotes accountability. This is because the Perform process prioritizes the use of evidence to support performance claims. Organizations demonstrate tangible progress by collecting evidence and using well-defined metrics. Last, Perform is well documented. This means that organizations can use it with confidence. Support available throughout every step of the process helps users customize Perform to fit their context. This flexibility means that Perform can be used alone or as a complement to other capacity measurement tools. Now let's take a look at some of Perform's main features. How does Perform help organizations improve? First, Perform uses a systems-oriented framework based on 5 interlocking capacity domains that are backed by research critical to organizational success. These domains originally identified in a landmark study by the European Center for Development Policy Management are 1. Foster self-determination. 2. Produce sustainable results. 3. Align systems for agility. 4. Learn and adapt. And 5. Attract and sustain support. Each Perform domain has 5 scored practice statements. In other words, Perform examines 25 critical organizational practices. The framework also examines 5 performance drivers. These are 1. Knowledge and skills. 2. Resources. 3. Supportive leadership. 4. External relationships. And 5. Organizational culture. Team members score each driver in relation to each practice statement, allowing them to identify in a very focused way the forces that either enable or inhibit strong performance. More than an assessment tool, Perform is a comprehensive organizational transformation system that unfolds in 4 phases through a facilitated discussion process. During the preparation phase, teams establish clear organizational goals and metrics for measuring success. During the mapping phase, team members score the practice statements by strength and priority. As they score, they identified evidence to support their scoring decision, which is later validated by an external panel. They also assess the extent to which 5 key performance drivers support excellence in relation to each practice statement to pinpoint assets contributing to their organizational goals. During the strengthening and monitoring phase, teams create and execute a 100-day plan targeting specific practices and drivers for improvement. The plan also specifies the metrics that will be used to monitor progress. In the evaluation phase, the team captures insights and reflects on lessons learned. This learning then fuels the next iteration of the improvement cycle. Perform is also evidence-based and consensus-oriented. The performance drivers are scored by team members both individually and confidentially during mapping. In contrast, the practice statements also scored during mapping are assessed through consensus-oriented discussion led by the facilitator. Evidence plays a crucial role in 2 of the Perform phases. During the mapping phase, the facilitator, assisted by a detailed facilitation guide, encourages members of the scoring team to collect evidence in support of their proposed score for each practice. During the strengthening and monitoring phase, the team packages the evidence for validation by an external review panel. The external panelists determine whether the evidence gathered is sufficient to accept the team's scoring decision. Last, Perform offers advanced support tools. A suite of Excel templates generates rich visualizations of the scoring data and immediate insights. For example, users assign a priority score to each of the 25 practices. The template then automatically generates an urgency score based on the team's strength and priority ratings. The templates enable rapid data analysis and the detection of important patterns that help explain existing strengths as well as areas for improvement. The templates also support evidence assessment, 100-day performance improvement planning, and plan monitoring. Comprehensive guides for users and facilitators are also included in the performance package. Users also receive a rich menu of performance strengthening activities that widens the range of options groups consider as they develop their 100-day plans. Thank you for joining us for this overview. We hope you'll explore Perform and see how it can support your organization's performance improvement efforts. If you work in a context that's rapidly changing, if you want to create a learning-oriented organizational culture, if you want to foster innovation, or if you want to deliver high-value services to your stakeholders, then Perform may be just the key you need to unlock your organization's potential. For more information about Perform, check out the Momentum website's Resource tab.